Deep divers, I made the video entitled How to Love Yourself 100% some years back. And till this day, people still message me about the video. They're like, Ralph, this video really helped me to love myself. Thank you so much. And it really kickstarted the whole I love myself movement on YouTube. Like everyone after that video was saying, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. Even the cat down the road deep divers was saying it. But recently, I've been receiving a lot of messages from people who are like, Ralph, I don't love myself. My life is terrible right now. Well, alas, deep divers, I'm going to share with you things that you can stop doing right now that will help you love yourself. So after this video, you're going to be like, ooh, oh baby, I love myself. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in nature, baby. Those birds are saying hi. The cat down the road is saying, I love you. Even the horse down the road is saying, you are awesome. We're just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby, sending you tons of loving energy. Take that, take that, take that. Because deep divers, the cat down the road told me that you need it. Do you love yourself right now? Or are you finding it hard? Are you finding it really hard to love yourself? Because recently I've been bombarded by messages with the subject heading saying, Ralph, I don't love myself. Like I'm showing an image on social media like I'm really happy, but deep down, I'm hurting inside, Ralph. And I don't love myself. Now, this is a big epidemic, deep divers. And I'm going to share with you what's helped me along my journey, okay, to love myself. 7 things to stop doing right now if you want to love yourself 100%, okay? You see, loving yourself is all about how you talk to yourself, the kinds of foods you eat, how you dress, how you walk, how you talk, the lifestyle you live, how you eat. Yeah, deep divers, wait a minute, I'm feeling really hungry right now. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? Now, wonderful deep divers, let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. I love myself right now, but a long, long time ago, I didn't love myself. And I was in pain, deep divers. And I realized that a lack of self-love is the root of all suffering. Slow motion this side. Why can't so many of us love ourselves? I know. Why, Ralph? Because we care way too much about what other people think of us. Correct. Not caring what other people think is the greatest form of self-love. Slow motion this side. If you care what other people think 24/7, it will be very, very difficult to love yourself. And this is the predicament so many people find themselves in on planet Earth, because we care way too much about what other people think. Deep divers, I tell them this: you can't break me because you didn't make me. Oh, baby. I tell them this, deep divers: what you think of me is none of my business. I tell them this, deep divers: what you think of me does not cut me a paycheck. Now, we can all say, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. In fact, deep divers is kind of become a kind of fashion trend, right? Like, it's so cool to say I love myself, but it's a lot harder to do. Words are easy to say. Actions are a lot harder to do. And when I say love yourself, what am I talking about, deep divers? What do I mean? I'm talking about when the body, mind, and soul is in congruency with each other. Now, congruency means agreement with each other. When your body, mind, and soul are in agreement with each other. Also, coherency, which means consistency. When your body, mind, and soul are consistent together. So combine congruency and coherency, and now you have self-love, okay? The agreement, the consistent agreement, okay? Now, what is the first sign you don't love yourself? What is the first thing, deep divers, to stop doing right now if you want to love yourself? Stop highlighting, okay? Stop highlighting. Now, what is highlighting? Highlighting is where a beautiful woman says, or a handsome man says, my finger is so ugly. That's highlighting, okay? Now, you may not like your finger. I might think it's awesome. You see, we all have a part of ourselves we may not be fond of. We all have what I call the perfect imperfection. You can have a massive big toe that you don't like, that you don't want anybody to see. That's why you wear 2 pairs of socks, right? It's okay, deep divers. It's okay. No, it's not, Ralph. Okay. You see, this is why a lot of people don't love themselves, because they are highlighting flaws constantly. A tiny thing that isn't working is blown out of proportion, is magnified, okay? And whatever you focus on grows. So you can be an amazing person, but you may not think so. You see, self-love has everything to do with your perception. What really helped me to love myself was to realize that my perception of myself is greater than the perception other people have of me. And this whole highlighting, you see, when I was younger, deep divers, my mom gave me a highlighter and was like, Ralph, read and highlight the important parts of the book, okay? And that's what I did until I fell asleep, because that book was really boring, okay? When I talk of highlighting, I'm talking about how people get a highlighter and they highlight things they don't like about their life. They highlight things they don't like about themselves, and they focus on it every single day. Of course, deep divers, you're not going to love yourself. So you got to throw away that highlighter and realize that it's not about highlighting anything. It's about realizing you are a complete package of the good, the bad, and the ugly. Of the perfect, the imperfect. Of the light and the dark. Of the good, the bad. Of the hot, the cold. And all of a sudden, you're starting to love yourself. Because as a photographer myself, you can't just have highlights. You need shadows. And you need pictures, right? You need pictures, deep divers. You need midtones for the perfect picture, right? So you need a balance of highlights, midtones, and shadows to get the correct exposure. But what's happening, because we can also use this whole concept of highlighting when it comes to social media. A lot of people only want to highlight, you see, it's extremes here. It's extremes here, deep divers. They only want to highlight what's going good in their life on social media. Yeah! Like smiling like they won the lottery. Maybe you have and you haven't given any to myself or the cat down the road, okay? People either highlight how amazing their life is on social media, or they highlight like how terrible everything is. Polarity, extremes. We have to throw away this highlighter and start realizing that it's a bittersweet symphony. It's a bittersweet symphony. Have you heard that song? Great song, right? And life is full of contrast. And we have to embrace the contrast of our lives. Like, I'm never showing you that, hey, my life is perfect, deep divers. No, I don't have a perfect life, deep divers. I have a real life. And therefore, I can love myself. Because some days are great and some days are crap. But I embrace all of it, right? Not just a part of it. And also, I'm not faking it on social media to say, actually, hey, look at my wonderful life. Because that's why a lot of people don't love themselves. So you have to start living a more authentic life, okay? And stop highlighting just the best moments and stop highlighting your flaws, because what you call your flaw, someone could think is your superpower. Slow motion this side. Deep divers, what's the second thing? The second thing to stop doing right now if you want to love yourself. Stop analyzing. Analysis is paralysis. Oh, baby. I learned that and it changed my life forever, because I had to stop analyzing everything and everyone. Why do we analyze? We analyze because it's part of judgment. Comparing ourselves to other people. How many subscribers do I have? Comparison is the greatest thief of joy, and that's why a lot of people don't love themselves. To stop this behavior, which is a lack of self-love, you have to stop analyzing, breaking life into small fragments, because life is not to be separated. Life is the total sum of experiences. Life is everything happening all at once. And if you can learn to be present, to be in the present moment, to be in the here and now, you will now learn, deep divers, how to love yourself. Stop analyzing and you will love yourself. Deep divers, what's the third thing to stop doing right now if you want to love yourself? Stop going to the place where you find your weakest power. That could be a shoddy office job. I hate my job, Ralph. Of course you're not going to love yourself because you are disrespecting yourself in the process. You can't love yourself and then disrespect yourself. Stop going to the place where you find your weakest power. What do so many people do? They enter a relationship which is not serving them. They live in a place which is not serving them. They are working somewhere where they don't feel loved, appreciated, or valued. We got to stop doing that. We got to stop going to the place where love is absent. To love yourself, deep divers, go to the place where you find your greatest power. For me, that is nature. Just look at this place. It's beautiful. This is where I find my greatest power, deep divers, and this helps me to love myself. Deep divers, what's the fourth thing? Oh, baby, to stop doing right now if you want to love yourself. Stop feeling victimized. Stop feeling like they're doing things to you. Nobody is doing anything to you. You are responding to everything that's happening to you. Or you are reacting. Life is never something that happens to you. Life is responding to you. So I learned how to stop feeling like a victim day in, day out. And it changed my life forever, deep divers. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not a victim. I have power. You see, the moment you say I'm not a victim, you realize how much power you really have. The reason why a lot of people don't love themselves is because they feel they've gotten the short end of the stick, the short straw. I'm never a victim, deep divers. And you have to stop having pity parties and inviting the cat down the road. The more you feel sorry for yourself, the harder it is for you to love yourself. Why? Because now you start hating yourself for being where you are. When you are no longer seeing yourself as a victim, you no longer identify with suffering. Because victim means suffering, which means a lack of self-love. But once you say, actually, I'm not a victim. No matter how bad this situation is, I can become a co-creator of my own reality. Now, deep divers, now you start to love yourself. Deep divers, what is the fifth thing to stop doing right now if you want to love yourself? 7-day vegan challenge. 7-day vegan challenge. Stop eating foods that you know were designed to kill you. Stop consuming foods that you know in your heart was designed to kill you. It all starts with what we are eating. Eating right is part of self-love. Eating wrong is where we find a lack of self-love. What helped me, deep divers? What helped me, deep divers, was to realize that I had to start taking care of my health. Because when I didn't care, I would just be in fast food joints, eating processed crap. I didn't love myself. And then, what did I find? Some delicious kale, some beautiful spinach, high in iron. And all of a sudden, the more healthier I became, the more respect I had for myself. The more confidence I had, the more belief in myself I had, thus the more self-love I had, okay? So change your plate and you will change your mental state. You will now start to love yourself. Deep divers, what's the sixth thing to stop doing right now if you want to love yourself? Stop judging. Stop judging yourself. And when we say stop judging yourself, we have to stop being so hard on ourselves and realize we're doing the best we can. I say be gentle with yourself, Ralph, because you're doing the best you can with what you have. Stop self-sabotaging yourself, right? Self-sabotage. That's what a lot of people engage in daily. Stop trash talking yourself. Stop putting yourself down. If you want to love yourself, start lifting yourself up. Start focusing on all your achievements instead of looking at all of your failures. Use your failures as a stepping stone. Stop holding the past against yourself. Instead of saying, why is this happening to me? Say, what can I learn from this experience? Less judgment means more self-love. More judgment means less self-love. So start accepting yourself 100% right now to love yourself. And deep divers, what is the seventh thing to stop doing right now if you want to love yourself? Stop finding excuses for why you can't be where you really want to be. Complaining, moaning, groaning. This is why a lot of us don't love ourselves. When you realize that you and only you are the only one in your way at any given moment in time, you start to love yourself. Because you realize it's all on you. You can be anything in the world that you desire. Nobody is stopping you. To love yourself, deep divers, comes when you stop making excuses for why you can't be happy, for why you can't take care of yourself, for why you can't do more of what makes you happy, for why you can't enter a beautiful, loving relationship. And now you start looking for reasons for why you can do more of what makes you happy, for why you can leave a crappy ass job. Okay, so stop making excuses for why you can't be happy, because your happiness is in your hands. Happiness is an inside job, deep divers. And the moment I realized that, I started to love myself, because I realized the reason why I didn't love myself for so long is because I thought my happiness was in someone else's hands. Deep divers, self-love begins with self-acceptance. And once you realize that, deep divers, oh baby, you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? There. Beautiful deep divers were just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to everybody who's been getting the amazing good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/close. Got a question, deep divers? Add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters, and the model search is on. Add me there as well. If you are sexy, woo, with a lot of heart, add me there as well. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for information like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon. Have a beautiful day, deep divers. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. I love myself. So do I. And so does the cat down the road. Peace.